Monday morning. It is 8 o'clock on this December 2nd. Thanks so much for joining us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. A couple of days off, and you just, the words are there.
I know.
We'll get to it.
I don't know what to tell you.
I know. Listen, you enjoyed yourself, which is good.
It was lovely.
That's
Got to
good.
sleep in. I still watched.
I know. We gave you a shout out on Friday while you were watching, or Thursday, one of those days. I can't remember.
It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We appreciated it.
Hey. And you know what? If you're watching at home on YouTube or at work on YouTube, you can comment on this stream.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. And that's because we have a lot of fun on this show. We've got a packed morning for you for the next 2 hours. We're looking ahead to the upcoming musical at OFC Creations Theater that's based on a beloved film. We're going to be joined by the cast with more.
Yep, and then later on, the New York State Ballet will join us in studio with a special look at a beloved holiday classic.
But before of all that, we do want to get to the forecast because some of you are waking up to some flurries out there. Let's check in with our beloved meteorologist, Marty Snow. We've said beloved for every other story.
We
so
did?
far. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Sorry. I didn't pick up on that.
No, it's okay. Everything's beloved this morning.
Marty.
Including us.
Maybe not my forecast. I don't know.
Yeah,
you may not like
that's
that part.
true.
I'll try to deliver it with a smile, though, so at least we'll taper it that way. But today we're starting off with still a few snow showers out there. We're seeing that activity mainly focus, especially from the lakeshore east into Wayne County. Notice how a lot of it's beginning to wind down just a little bit, just temporarily. Still, there will be more of those snow showers just on and off today, going into some of the nighttime hours as well. Not going to be a huge amount of snow for any one place. Actually, most areas, especially away from Lake Ontario and southwest of town, likely won't see much of any accumulation. But there could be a couple pockets into Wayne County. It could see a few inches of snow out of this, and that's through today, tonight, going into the very early portion of tomorrow as well. But for today, temperatures only in the 30s for highs. So again, just a chilly afternoon for us today. And unfortunately, I think that's a theme that we're going to see for a lot of the week. These temperatures staying pretty cold with still that snow shower activity out there as we go through the day today, guys.
Something tells me that's a theme we're going to see throughout the season.
Yeah, I would say that's fair.
Yeah.
It's a little taste of what's yet to come.
Okay. Listen, this is Western New York. I don't know what people like myself expect.
I don't know either.
Jeez, okay.
All right, Marty, thank
you, Marty.
Let's get a check for time-saver traffic this morning. A little look as you get ready to head out the door this morning. A look at some of your drive times. We do have some incidents out there on the roads. These portions of 390, 490, and 590 listed on your screen are showing us a couple slowdowns. You see those yellow marks on the map indicating that we may have sub-disabled vehicles. We're working to update that information for you. In the meantime, there's a look at some of the traffic cameras. Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, look at that, Abigail. We've got some sunshine out there. What a way to start a Monday. 390 at Buffalo Road looking good. 490 at Mount Read looking frozen. 590 at Browncroft moving right along. Yeah, we'll try and get that camera up and running in just a moment. But again, a couple of incidents out there. All in all, off to a decent start.
All right, let's get into it for the show this morning, and we're going to talk about what's happening in our community.
Yeah, the Pirate Toy Fund, we all know, gives toys to children in need year-round. Last Friday, they started the annual Pirate Toy Fund toy drive.
Yeah, Chris Lopez will be tagging along at different locations all week, and we'll go live to him now. Chris is up to no good out there with Frosty. Chris.
I'm here with Frosty the Snowman at Eastview Mall. He's been tormenting me all morning. Frosty, we're at a little under 7,000 toys. You're pretty involved with the Pirate Toy Fund. What's the message that you have before you melt off on us this morning?
Well, Chris, if you stop taking the toys, we'd have so much more for these kids. It's very important that we get the infant toys and the teen toys. And we need to put this back in the box.
I'll put it back after this hit, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm trying to run the show, though.
All right.
But, okay, the Pirate Toy Fund, why is it so special to you?
When you see the happiness, the joy that you bring to these families, to these little kids, whether they're in the hospital or the underprivileged kids, it's amazing that one little toy and how much happiness it can bring to somebody.
And what's your pitch to someone who's watching right now, hasn't donated yet, or maybe is thinking of donating more?
Well, I would reach out to Abby and to Dan and just say, once they leave the studio today, that they can help us go out and buy a couple toys. Instead of Dan maybe reading that book, on those chilly afternoons, he can go to Barnes & Noble and pick up a new book for a child.
Thank you, my friend. I'll be revisiting you a little bit later. I appreciate that. Here you go. I will let you have this. I'll fix you up a little bit. You're on live TV, my friend. Remember that. With Mary Therese and Ken. Therese, you guys donated so much. The kids donated so much. How was that, getting the kids to donate?
Oh, it was easy. At the Mary Therese Farrell Modeling Agency, we just asked, and they all came to help us. And our sponsor also, Stephen
these?
James Media Group. I mean, all we did is say, kids need toys. Pirate Toy Fund's a place to go. And they're like, what do we do? And we told them. And they
and
did.
It's something we've been running for almost 20 years now. So we've loved this charity. We've been involved a long time now. And people know every time of year this comes around, we're on it. We're like, we need toys for the Pirate Toy Fund. And this year we
also
put
did
together
this.
a new endeavor. We helped with the Christmas card. And
Yep,
did the
right.
photography
Photographed,
with-
had 40 models come in and had their pictures done. So when you see this in the QR code, please donate. Everybody can do something.
Absolutely. Yeah, this makes it really easy. You just point your phone at it, right?
And you guys could have chosen any place to donate your time, the toys. Why the Pirate Toy Fund, and why have you stuck around with them so long?
We love these folks. They're amazing. They work so hard. They give so much. And we met Gary years ago, fell in love with him, and all of his friends here today. Yes. So we kind of go back a long way. And for those starting new, everybody here is amazing. And every toy makes a difference, even one or 101.
And what was that like? What was Gary like? I never met him, and I know that there's people that have never met him that are watching.
An angel.
Such a warm person. Honestly, the enthusiasm that would pour out of him was just amazing.
And a performer.
Honestly,
I mean, he loved people. He loved being everywhere and doing everything. It was just a natural fit. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's him. So what else would he do?
And you guys had a lot of kids coming in here in the earlier hit, giving to kids, and I love that. What makes that so special?
Well, you're helping them to build being a role model, a goodwill ambassador, showing their friends. Kids would have birthday parties and say, I just want the toys to go to the Pirate Toy Fund. So they would bring those, and they would ask their families and friends in their scout group. So, everybody can do it. The little ones to the older ones.
yeah, it just builds on that sharing and caring, honestly.
Giving.
Right, because the act of getting involved by giving something, it just invests you in the whole process. And with the Pirate Toy Fund, you're able to see a lot of results from, what kids benefit from this. They get these great smiles on their face, and there's legitimately kids out there who don't have toys or presents or hope at Christmas. So this provides just such a bright light for everybody.
Well, thank you guys for everything that you give. I will probably see you next year at the same location. I appreciate that. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. It appears that Frosty the Snowman is taking a phone call right now. So he's not going to be on air. But I'm going to send it back to you in studio.
Wow.
He's got a cell phone?
Too busy.
I don't know. They're divas these days. I don't know what to tell you. Frosty the Snowman isn't made like how it was made or how he was made years ago.
Wow, really does. Fame right to his head. Right
We should
to
get
his
an
head.
agent. I think that might solve
He's
some
actually
of the
coming back right now. He's coming back right now. Any message to our folks in the studio?
Please don't make Frosty cry. He'll melt.
There you go.
Right.
Happy
I can feel that.
birthday.
Thank you, Chris. So sad. Don't forget to share a selfie when you make a donation to the Pirate Toy Fund. Scan that QR code with your smartphone. Take a picture of yourself making that donation, even if it's on your laptop or in person. Share that photo with us, and you might see it on TV.
You have no sympathy for anybody there at the Pirate Toy Fund because
Why do you
they
say
made
that?
you that ugly sweater last year with your face on it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh.
Oh,
because you're like, I
already brought it out. We've already had it on display this year because they talked about it on Friday.
Did they?
Yeah, and I'm sure Dan doesn't have that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So I went out to my desk. I got it. I brought it right out here.
It's iconic.
Yeah, I still have it.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get to our poll of the day this morning. Hey, it's Cyber Monday. So today we're asking you, who are you shopping for today? Here are the options. Daniel?
Your kids, your family, your significant other, or myself. What was that?
I don't know. Just I like that it's in quotation marks.
Well, yeah, because listen, I'm thinking I might be filling up a basket of my own
Well,
today.
listen, you need stuff.
You do.
Sometimes it can't wait.
This is very true, and I am notorious for kicking the can of some things that, like, yeah, I know I need this, but I'm never going to buy it for myself kind of stuff.
Yep.
You know, I kick the can on that kind of stuff. In any event, we want to know who you're shopping for today. Scan that QR code with your smartphone. It'll take you over to our social media X page. You can weigh in on this poll, comment below the poll, and repost the poll. We'll go over the results from the poll coming up at the end of the 9 o'clock hour.
Oddly enough, my favorite news anchor is not listed as one of those options, and that should have been.
Who
are you
Ashley,
shopping for?
we
Your
really
favorite news
dropped
anchor.
the ball there. Oh boy, we'll work ourselves
It's
into
all
the
right.
next
You
one.
can make checks payable to Abigail Ferdman, Daniel
4225
Schreck, West Henrietta
Yes,
Road.
care of 13 Wham. Hey, we have got a lot more to come this morning right here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're talking about the community and what they're talking about this morning.
And don't forget, you can watch us on the go or wherever you are by streaming us on the 13 Wham YouTube channel.
What did that say?
We're back after this.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at what is filling your feed this Monday morning and see what local stories and events the community is talking about.
Yeah, we'll start things out this morning with the Buffalo Bills. It is Victory Monday, and they are back on top of the AFC East.
It's about time. That team winning their 5th straight division title, beating the San Francisco 49ers at a snowy Highmark Stadium yesterday, 35-10, people.
Yeah, it was really fun. In the first quarter, Ray Davis runs it in from 5 yards to put the Bills on the board.
Yeah, then in the second, the Bills' very next offensive play, James Cook taking it 65 yards to the house.
Yeah, this actually marked the Bills' longest touchdown run since LaShawn McCoy in 2016, also known as Shady.
Yeah, I think we're going to come out to camera here on us in just a second. There we go. Yeah, still talking about those Buffalo Bills, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so another record set. Josh Allen finding Matt Collins for his 245th touchdown of his career.
Yeah.
245 touchdowns.
I know, it's impressive. It's impressive. Jim Kelly, though, he tied with him, right? Or did he beat him?
He beat him.
He beat Jim Kelly for that in history. That's in the books now.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Christian Benford also made an interception in the second half, leading to an iconic play. Josh Allen passing the ball to Amari Cooper before Cooper flips it back to Allen, who then took it in for the score.
So, listen, I get that that's how it works. That's how the league does it. It just doesn't make sense, though, that a quarterback throws and catches his own touchdown.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how it happened, I guess.
They made sense of it, I guess. Yeah. Allen is just the 4th player since 1960 to do that.
Yeah.
Throw and catch their own touchdown.
Yeah, Allen and Cooper talked a little bit about the play after the game. Take a listen.
I wish he got credited for something there, an assist or a passing touchdown, but again, I kind of threw a bad ball, so I was just kind of chasing it.
I was wondering what he was doing over there. Like, that doesn't usually happen, like when you throw like a dart route like that. I just saw him. I figured he was over there because he wanted the ball, so I gave it to him.
Yeah, I threw it. It was just kind of sticky hand, and I just kind of chased the ball just to be there. And we made eye contact, and
That's what it was, yeah.
he just pitched it, and I had to go make a play.
The Bills did most of the damage out on the ground, rushing for 220 yards and 3 scores. Buffalo, led by James Cook, who dashed through the snow for 107 yards and a TD. With the win, Buffalo joins Kansas City as the only 2 teams in the league to clinch a playoff spot through Week 13.
Fans sharing their thoughts on social media as expected. I mean, people are excited this Monday. It's a victory Monday. As long as Josh Allen is in Buffalo, I don't see why anyone would think any other AFC East team has a chance to win the division.
Yeah, there we go.
Listen,
hey, I agree with you,
we're
buddy.
years in a row here.
Here we go. We love this team. We love everyone on this team. We deserve everything, and the captain will not stop until he succeeds.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Can't stop, won't stop. Blasting the shout song on the way home. Listen, I have a feeling there are a lot of people blasting the shout song on the way to work this morning to get themselves pumped up to be back in the office.
You know, yeah, it's cool. Mike said, took care of business. This team is Super Bowl good.
Oh, from your lips, Mike. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. It'd be cool to go to, whatchamacallit, too. New Orleans.
Where is it? New Orleans? Okay, yeah. We're going.
We're going.
We're there.
I was going to say, so we both worked in Buffalo. I'll never forget covering one of the Bills games. We were out doing tailgate stuff early, back to the station. I was finally leaving to go home. The game had started, and everybody was listening on the radio in their cars. The Bills got a touchdown, and there was just a chorus of "Let's go Buffalo" honks all along Elmwood Avenue, and it was the craziest thing. It was fun.
Listen, it's that community, the Bills community, the Bills Mafia in Buffalo. They're tight-knit with that.
I mean,
all of Western New York, really, with that team.
Yeah.
They hold their own.
So it gives you something to believe in.
Right? I like it. I like it. The team next week heading to L.A. for a game against the 6-6 Rams. Kickoff 4:25 Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, if you need more information or want more information, head over to the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Use the QR code on your screen. That'll take you there right now, and you can learn all there is to know about the game coming up on Sunday.
All right, 8:19. Let's talk about some holiday events that have people getting excited. We've got time off. We've written it in the calendar. The first is the Genesee Brew House's 10th annual keg tree lighting.
Yeah, a
good
sure
one.
sign that the holidays are here. The keg tree will be built with 655 empty kegs. 649 of those Daniel and I took care of. Totally joking. Marty helped us. You're laughing because it's
That was good. That was good. The kegs are wrapped in 25,000 lights, and it stands more than 30 feet tall.
The brewery, of course, has that special tree lighting celebration Friday from 5 until 9. It's a free, family-friendly event. Obviously, tons of beer, food, and much more. And it will get lit, just like you might be, at 6:30.
We like that. Okay, also on Friday, the Lake House in Canandaigua embracing the holiday spirit with its 5th annual tree lighting.
This is one of my favorite places in the area.
It's nice.
The event runs from 6 until 8:30. It features visits from Santa and Mrs. Claus, carolers, festive drinks, and even a reindeer-drawn sleigh.
That tree lighting is happening at 6:30, and your very own Dan Schrack will be there. I mean, I'll be there to help kick off the holiday season. It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
Gonna be fun.
How could it not be? The event will also feature human snow globe photo stations, face painting, and make your own holiday fleece pillow.
Ooh, do you want a holiday fleece pillow?
Nothing would make me happier.
I'll
I
make you
think.
one, maybe.
Thank you. That would
Yeah.
be super nice.
Yeah, I'll try.
You should hang out there for a little while. Just enjoy the
Oh, just
serenity of it all.
hang out and relax.
Yeah, like I know,
Unwind.
usually when we MC events, it's like you go, you do the job, and then you're done. But like maybe take a walk by the water. I know it'll be
Ooh.
cold, but
Listen, it's the season. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, this is true.
I might do that. All right, then also on Friday, this is busy. It's the kickoff of a true Rochester favorite that screams holidays. We're talking about the grand opening of the Rock Holiday Village.
yeah, it's opening up Friday at 4 o'clock at MLK Park. It is truly a winter wonderland. And it's the 6th annual Rock Holiday Village.
They are doing a great job with it. It's going to be open for 17 days this year. It includes free ice skating, holiday crafts, food, drinks, local vendors, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, or Mr. Claus, Santa himself.
Yep.
It's a blast,
It
is
really,
what it
really is. And hey, we're super excited here at Arc Rochester. We are going to be getting a special live look ahead of the grand opening.
Yes, we are. We're going to be hosting our first live Arc Rochester show this Friday at the Rock Holiday Village.
Yeah.
Live there from 8 to 10.
We'll be taking you through all that they have to offer, and we will have more to talk about as we get closer to the big day. Don't forget that is Friday from
I'm
8
stoked.
until 10.
Stoked.
We have been putting a lot of work into this. And
Yes.
It's going to be such a great time.
It's going to be a blast. And I said to Abigail, I'm normally like Scrooge
Yeah.
or the Grinch, where my heart just seems a few sizes too small around any holiday.
Yeah.
And I really think the Rock Holiday Village show is going to give me that jolt
Yeah.
that I need to get into the holiday spirit.
I think so too. I
Yeah.
think it's going to do wonders for you.
I do too.
All
I do
right.
too. I'm
Good
excited.
deal. Don't forget that's Friday starting at 8, going until 10, and then Rock Holiday Village opens up at 4 o'clock.
Love it. Stick around. So much more to come right here on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this. Hi, Steph. Can you give us a mic check?
Sorry. I was trying to. Let's just stay right there. Hi.
Hi.
Should I just keep saying words?
Yeah,
Just give
why
us a
not?
count. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Sing
5.
something for us.
Well, 1, 2, 3.
.25, welcome back. We're going to go behind the story now this morning.
Yeah, we want to turn to some political news, a major change of events in Washington with just a month left in office for President Biden.
Yeah, the president pardoning his son, Hunter, who faced over 40 years behind bars for gun and tax crimes. Stephanie Joseph is live in our newsroom this morning with more. Hey, Steph.
Yeah, good morning, guys. In a statement about the pardon, President Biden said he has watched his son being, quote, selectively and unfairly prosecuted. Hunter was set to be sentenced this month on gun and tax crimes. He faced up to 42 years during sentencing. President Biden's pardon also covers offenses that may have been committed between January 2014 and this month.
Okay, Steph, gun and tax crimes, what were the actual charges? Do we know?
Yes, so they were related to 3 felonies on purchasing a gun back in 2018. One of the things that was sort of put on display, especially with this case, is Hunter's battle with addiction. So the reason why that came up is due to his previous battles with addiction. When it comes to purchasing a gun, he's accused of lying on a federal form by claiming that he was not illegally using or addicted to drugs at the time. And in relation to those tax charges, I believe that the total is just over $1.4 million in terms of unpaid taxes between 2016 through 2019. So those are the 2 major ones on the case.
Steph, we've seen a lot of people weighing in on social media. Curious to know what President-elect Donald Trump has said about the pardoning of Hunter Biden.
Yeah, that is for sure. I believe that we do have a graphic for that. There it is. Trump saying on Truth Social, quote, does the pardon given by Joe to Hunter include the J6 hostages who have now been imprisoned for years? Such an abuse and miscarriage of justice.
I would imagine that there are lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, though, as well, not just the president-elect sounding off on this or with some sort of reaction.
That is for sure, definitely on both sides of the aisle. And I think the reason being you've heard at different times, as recent as I believe November, so last month, from the press secretary, Biden basically saying that he would not issue this pardon. So it's coming as a surprise to a lot of people. Others sort of believe that this may have been an abuse of power, as you heard Trump say. And I believe that we do have sound from Biden basically saying this was back in June or July. We'll see there on the graphic, but that he would not pardon.
I'm extremely proud of my son, Hunter. He has overcome an addiction. He's one of the brightest, most decent men I know. And I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I'd abide by the jury decision. And I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Yeah, June 14th there, and less than 6 months later, we get that pardon as breaking news last evening. Interesting stuff.
All right, Stephanie, thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we'll keep our eye on this story. And just a little over a month left with President Biden's term.
8:29 this morning. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this.
Good Monday morning. Welcome back to Ark Rochester. Thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Dan Schrack.
I'm Abby Friedman. We still have a lot to get to this morning here on Ark Rochester, but we're going to get right back into the show and take a look at what's happening in our community.
Okay, it's the season of giving, but we all know that the Pirate Toy Fund spreads that season around all year round, giving thousands of toys to children in need.
Yeah, last Friday they started their push to raise even more with the annual Pirate Toy Fund Toy Drive, and Chris Lopez has been live there this morning. They're at Eastview Mall. Chris, what's going on?
Hey guys, yeah, good morning. Trying to reach that target of 25,000 toys. We're about under 7,000. We had a pretty generous contribution this morning by some of the models. Check this out. We have bags and bags and bags of toys this morning. So we were off to a very good start. You can come here to the Eastview Mall, walk in your jammies just like me, donate to that nice box there, scan the QR code, you name it, plenty of ways to donate. I'm here with Mark and Jenna from Mark's Pizzeria, as well as more family members joining us this morning. You guys have been partnering with Pirate Toy Fund for a little bit, I would say.
Yeah.
Why did you choose them? Out of all the different nonprofits you could have went to, you chose the Pirate Toy Fund.
Yeah, well, we remember Gary from the old days, and we love working with Otto, and it's a great family to work with.
And you guys do so much special things. I do want to point out, you guys are going shopping at Walmart in a few weeks. Can you kind of describe that experience for us a little bit?
Yeah, so like 10 days before Christmas, we'll head down to Walmart, and Otto will show up with a couple of his friends, and I'll bring my family, and we'll shop for about 2 hours, and we'll fill about, 10, 15 shopping carts full of toys. And it's just a fun event, and it helps them get over the hump sometimes.
And what's that like? That's got to be so cool, going to Walmart, spending thousands of bucks to help kids out. What's it like on that day? That's got to be pretty special. That's a kid's dream.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we're walking around and we're filling. It's kind of hectic, really.
Yeah.
And then when we get to the cash register, there's always the same woman rings us up. And she's hilarious. She's like, oh my God, they're here again.
And do you go out there, Jenna?
Yeah, we all go.
Oh, okay.
It's funny too to watch, like when we're in Walmart, people will be like, what are you guys doing? And then they'll be like, oh my God, can we donate? Like a lot of people will give us like gift cards and stuff to Walmart, like as we're in there. So they want to like be a part of it. So it's cool. Yeah,
and
it's nice.
I want to speak to you. Hi, mister. How are you doing today? You pointing at toys?
Frosty.
Oh. Frosty. This guy, Frosty the Snowman. I mean, he's been hanging out with us a little bit. You like Frosty?
See, we're a little weary, right?
A little bit. There you go. Into the microphone. What do you guys think is so special about this year? We are missing Gary, unfortunately, but carrying on the legacy, what do you think is special about this year in particular?
Just giving back to the kids. And I have to say, aside from we do a charity golf tournament every year, and this is by far one of my favorite days of the year to go out and shop for those kids. And it's just to see all of us get together and go out there and do it, and the people in the store that react to us shopping for that, it's one of my favorite days of the year.
That's got to be pretty cool. I can only imagine thousands of bucks out at Walmart. Also, Mark, there's pretty cool. If someone orders a pizza, and then they want to give drop off a toy to the driver, they can do that?
Yeah, because lots of times it's just delivery. So we want the customers to know if they want to be part of it. They could just give it to the driver, and he'll bring it back and throw it in the box.
And I also want to turn the conversation to Gary. You briefly know Gary. How was he like in your experience with him?
Oh, he was hilarious. He was just full of joy and fun and great to be around.
We're carrying on the legacy. Thank you guys so much for everything that you do. 25,000 toys. We are trying to reach. Huge donation over there. Under 7,000. We are going to be at another mall tomorrow. I believe it is the Marketplace Mall just down the street from 13 WHAM. And I want to turn the attention over to my good friend Frosty the Snowman, who appears to be, what are you doing, taking selfies or something like that? What are you doing, man? Come on.
Actually, I'm videotaping for the family.
Videotaping for the fam. So this has got to be a special moment for you. You have not melted yet. We got some good temperatures outside, so you can walk out there and you will stay afloat, my friend. One more thing before we head back to studio, before I kick it back to studio. Final pitch to the people at home, haven't come into the mall yet, they have not donated, they haven't scanned the QR code. Frosty, what are you telling them?
I'm glad that they waited over the weekend because it was so busy here. Now is a perfect opportunity to come in here and to pick up a toy in one of the stores and then drop it off in the box. Or like Mark just said, they can order a pizza, they can donate a toy that way. So they're benefiting both. And because they're such a great organization, always giving back to the Pirate Toy Fund.
Thank you so much, Frosty. I will let you go on about your day. We will be at Marketplace Mall tomorrow. Tune in for that on 13 WHAM as well. Fox Rochester. I'm sending it back to you guys in studio. 25,000 toys, guys.
It's amazing.
The great work they do, honest to God, it just brings so much joy to so many people, and to see them do this day in and day out, 365 days a year, truly heartwarming.
And you know what? Nothing gets you in the holiday spirit quite like helping others.
And like little kids.
So sweet.
He's like, get that camera out of my face.
All right,
Too
Chris.
early. I agree.
Hey, we want to see your photos when you support the Pirate Toy Fund Toy Drive. Through Chime In. Use the QR code on your screen, snap a selfie, and we'll put it right here on the news or online.
Stick around, a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're taking a look at some fun ways to prepare for the holidays.
And don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are by streaming us on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel.
Welcome back. It is officially December, which means the countdown to Christmas is on.
One tradition for a lot of folks is celebrating the anticipation of the holiday with the countdown and advent calendar.
Yeah, so this morning we thought it would be fun to take a look at some advent calendars that go beyond chocolate and maybe offer something a bit more unique behind each daily door.
Yeah, you've got to check some of these out. All right, so up first, 24 Days of Desk Delights. This is cool.
It is unusual but practical. This advent calendar is a treat for stationery lovers. That sounds weird. It includes everything from notebooks, pads, paper clips, pens, envelopes, note cards, and much more, all encased in a keepsake box. The price tag on this, Abigail?
$175.
Jeez! I mean, I don't know. $175 for paper.
Yeah, it's a lot. And how many letters are you writing?
Yeah, that's
How much
that's
stationery are you using?
pricey. I have to go catch up on my correspondence.
Yes.
Those are the kind of people that have that.
Yep.
Other people just send emails.
All right, we also have the 7 Decades of James Bond Advent Calendar.
Okay. This is released in a series of just 1,000. They contain luxury items that are Bond inspired. There's only 7 items. What? But it's still listed as an Advent calendar. That's cheap.
All right, so you've got a leather card wallet, a sleep mask, and socks. It's priced at $240.
No, return it. I hope that comes with a gift receipt because I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
Up next, we've got the New York Puzzle Company New Yorker Advent Calendar. This is 24 different jigsaw puzzles that are all New Yorker magazine covers. This is actually kind of a neat idea.
This is neat.
Yeah.
Okay, so they range between a 100-piece mini puzzle to a 500 and even a 1,000-piece puzzle, providing an exciting and challenging activity for family and friends to complete together. This comes out to about $198. That's
Okay.
a lot for puzzles.
Why? Yeah, we're spending so much on Advent calendars.
I don't know.
That's these are more like gifts themselves. So up next we have Austin and Blake's Proposal Advent Calendar. Pop the question in an unforgettable and unexpected way.
It's a 5-door calendar, and behind each door you'll find a different piece of exquisite diamond jewelry. However, we've left the 5th and final door empty. That's according to the website. That's the one you put the engagement ring in. Daniel.
So this thing is priced between $18,000 and $23,000. Something tells me because that 5th door is empty, you're buying that engagement ring on your own.
For sure.
It's not included. It's not like a come in, we'll help you customize it. No. You need to come up with another
crazy.
12 grand for that.
It's a lot of
How
diamonds.
much is an engagement ring? What do you typically spend on an engagement ring? Is it still 3 months? 3 months of your salary? Is that what it is? Does anybody know? Nobody seems to know? Okay.
Oh, Jen is saying yes.
Jen, yes? 3 months?
3 months.
3 months of your
Okay.
salary. That's a chunk of change.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Up next, build your own model Grinch Advent Calendar. A model Grinch Advent. This might be fun.
Oh, my.
Okay, so it's a 24-piece Advent calendar to build your own model Grinch.
Really?
Mhm.
Each parcel contains a piece to build with instructions. It's $69.
Okay, so that's what it looks like finished. I mean, it's cute. It's a very holiday-themed thing, and listen, it's the most cost-effective one I've seen so far. But we
is
have
it
not
practical?
talked about the pork crackling Advent calendar. This one might be cheaper.
This is gross. It's 24 bags of pork rinds, packed with 24 bags and flavors ranging from salt vinegar to marvelous maple. This one is only going to cost you $22.
$22 for 24 bags of pork rinds?
And 24 days of really bad breath.
Yeah. How is it? I don't understand how they have 24 bags of pork rinds in there.
It's just, they're this little. It's like a sampling.
Oh.
It's a single pork rind.
This is up your alley. The Moonshine Advent Calendar.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Nope. Prepare to jingle all the way through those 12 days of hootenanny.
Holiday hootenanny. All
boy.
different flavors. Okay. What is this? Oh, I've actually had some of these before. Don't judge
Really?
me. Yes.
Okay.
There's the banana pudding, apple pie, and blackberry. This says perfect for those adventurous souls who are naughty, nice, and new to moonshine.
Wait a second. We have a local brewery around here, if my memory is right, who 3 years ago, during the holiday season, came in and they showed us some of their moonshine. One of it was an apple pie, a cinnamon apple
Ooh, that
pie
sounds good.
moonshine. And I'm pretty sure they gave me like 2 quarts.
What?
Woo-wee!
How'd that go?
That was great. That was great. I don't remember 2022, but it was delightful.
It took you that long to get through it?
Yeah. Okay, up next, we've got the 12 Nights of Cocktails. This might be fun. All of the alcohol ones
I know.
might be fun.
All right, the holiday. Well, I'm sorry. The pork rinds one was pretty gross.
Yeah, that's
like,
nasty.
Holiday variety pack to bring merriment to your festivities. 12 meticulously crafted cocktails made with the finest ingredients available. including Bee's Knees, Oregon Old Fashioned, Maple Old Fashioned, and a margarita. And they come in a can.
Priced $60. Okay, not bad. It seems like sampling of beers kind of deal.
Sure.
I like it.
All right.
Jones Soda Advent Calendar. I've always wanted to try these.
Really? I've never heard of them.
Oh, the Jones Sodas? Yeah. So they do, I don't think these are the ones, but I'll tell you about them later. So it's packed with various full-size Jones Sodas, exclusive holiday character bottles, Jones swag-like t-shirt and stickers, and brand new products. This is all priced at $150. So Jones Sodas, they are the ones that every year come out with the holiday-themed sodas. So a soda that tastes like turkey, a soda that tastes like gravy, a soda that tastes like stuffing, one that tastes like green bean casserole.
Does it have to be gross?
Yeah, none of them. I mean, they taste like you're drinking green bean casserole, but you would never want to drink green bean casserole.
Yeah, why would
you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But they do it because it's a novelty thing and people get a kick out of it.
All right, I think we've got one more here. Help me out.
Boon Man? Boon Man mini spreads advent calendar? Is that what this is? Boonay.
What?
Boonay my man mini spreads advent calendar. Perfect gift for foodies. It's and preserves lovers and anyone who embraces the holiday spirit. 24 uniquely limited edition spreads. New varieties include caramel or caramel with coffee, apricot with orange blossom, guava and raspberry. Oh no, guava and raspberry and rose. This, $45.
What is it? It's jams? Oh yeah, it's jams.
Jams,
okay.
preserves, spreads, jellies. I kind of like this.
Listen, I'm on board. It's just a lot of everything. Like all of the calendars. Either way, you're winding up with 24 pork rinds, 24 jams.
They're sample size.
Yeah, but still.
So it's,
what are you gonna do with all of them?
Eat it all in 24 days.
There we go.
I mean, month of January.
What was that laugh?
Don't know. Abigail, we missed you. It was a long week.
I missed you too.
Stick around. When we come back, it's this morning's Health in a Handbasket. We're not talking preserves, are we?
Or
We're not
drinks.
talking preserves.
Or drinks.
Or
which
drinks.
Is, out
just
of the
pork
ordinary.
rinds.
We're back after this. Also, when I just screamed with excitement, I ran into the door really hard. Really hurt.
You screamed, and I'm thinking, what the heck happened?
Hi, Jen. Good to see you. Look at all this. This is so cute.
What are these?
These are no-bake peanut butter bars.
Oh my God.
I can send you the recipe. You can definitely vegan them.
Oh, these ones are not vegan?
They are not.
Are there like chickpeas in this?
They
No,
look
this
so
is-
good, too.
Snooze.
Peanut butter, chocolate. There's some butter in there.
They genuinely look.
Delightful.
Yeah, I'd eat all of them and then just go lay on the couch for the rest of the day.
This guy over here.
Welcome back. We have this week's Health in a Handbasket, and right now we're talking dessert.
Do you hear the music? It's not in my head. Okay, as long as we're all hearing it together. For more, we're joined now by registered dietitian nutritionist Jen Hafley. Thanks so much for coming in. Jen, the spread smells delicious this morning.
And these are all no-bake desserts, yeah?
Yes, I didn't turn my oven on at all, and I would say collectively these two took me maybe 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about this one? Because it smells so good.
Yeah.
Yes, so this one, I will be transparent, was a little bit messier. I put graham crackers, melted butter, and some sugar in a food processor and got that blended mixture. Patted it down in the baking pan and then mixed peanut butter and chocolate, melted it, added a little bit of milk to give it more of a liquid consistency, poured it over that graham cracker mixture, and then put it in the fridge. And now they're a bar shape. Oh my gosh. So I'm still working on my perfect lines, but I think they.
Can I try one? Is that okay?
Listen, I don't think
And I'll share with everybody else after.
the perfect line. There's nothing fun or unique about that.
About the perfect line.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I think this is artisanal, handcrafted.
Good.
Oh, Jen, that's really good.
They're not vegan though, because there's butter in them. So
Sorry.
You're really missing out. These are delicious.
I know. I'm smelling them. I'm smelling them.
There is a way to adapt it. I'd use what I had on hand.
Here's
so.
my question for you, though. Tell me about the graham cracker again. Is the graham cracker mixed into this peanut butter stuff, or was it laid on the bottom?
So the graham cracker is the bottom. It looks like that peanut butter color. So I did mix a little bit of peanut butter in there as well. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
But there's peanut butter in the chocolate cover as well.
I'm just going to set this here because it is melting all over my hands. But I love it. It's got a really fun texture to it.
Yeah, it's creamy.
It's creamy, and
Hopefully.
I feel, is it graham cracker you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's delightful. I'm really big into textures.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. That's
Awesome.
big.
Yeah.
Okay, what is this? And are they snowmen peeps?
They are snowmen peeps.
Fun.
So I took I'm gonna lightly call it a family recipe, and hopefully my grandma forgives me for outing her a little bit. It's a graham cracker crust with pudding in the middle, and then you chill it. You can add some Cool Whip on the top. I took a s'mores-inspired approach to it, and I just added some candy canes and then some snowman peeps to give it more of that festive flair to it. But you also could swap out the chocolate pudding and do more of a vanilla pudding, and then cover it maybe with some different colored candies as well.
This is awesome. And I feel like all of these options are great for when you go to a holiday party and the host or hostess says, no need to bring anything, right? Quick, easy to put together, and it's just something that people can pick at and enjoy.
Exactly, and this one I was surprised too. It's been a while since I've made Jell-O from a box. It's pretty high protein content, especially because you're mixing in some milk. So you could adjust it as needed, dependent on preferences, but a pretty easy and protein-rich dessert to bring as well.
One other thing to point out as we continue on this holiday venture for the next month is everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. You're allowed to indulge. You're allowed to treat yourself in moderation.
Yeah, I would even say, even if it's not in moderation, giving yourself that empathy and compassion after the fact and saying it's Christmas, have a good time, enjoy yourself a bit, and similarly to everything in moderation, provided it's not every single day of the year, you can maybe go overboard a little bit and then just say the next day, you know what, this was great, and how can I switch it so it aligns with how I best, like I want to feel my best.
Yeah, get back on track,
Yes,
but don't beat yourself up over it, right?
Yeah, forgive and forget.
Yep.
All right, sounds good, Jen. You're going to leave these for us. You can take the peeps. Somebody will eat the pudding. Thank you so much. Hit them with the socials.
It's rdnjen.com and Instagram at rdnjen.
Good stuff. Thank you, Jen. We appreciate it. We have much more to come this morning here on Our Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
We're back on the other side of the break.
Hi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good Monday morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here's your ARC Rochester news break. One person is dead after a late night crash in Henrietta. The crash involving 2 vehicles happened on West Henrietta Road near Commerce Drive. One driver was killed. The other was not injured. The cause of that crash remains under investigation. Anyone with information should call 911. President Biden has pardoned his son Hunter just over a month before he leaves office. Hunter Biden faced over 40 years behind bars for gun and tax crimes. The president saying he has watched his son be, quote, selectively and unfairly prosecuted. Biden and his team had previously said multiple times that he would not issue a pardon. The Bills back on top of the AFC East this morning, the team winning their 7th straight game and a 5th consecutive division title after beating the San Francisco 49ers at home 35-10. The team heads to Los Angeles next week for a game against the 6-6 Rams. And be sure to check out 13wham.com for these stories and any updates. ARC Rochester returns right after this.
Good Monday morning, 9 o'clock this December 2nd. Thanks so much for joining us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Dan Schrack.
I'm Abby Fridman. We still have a lot to get to this morning here on ARC Rochester, including going over the results to our poll of the day today. This morning we asked you, since it is Cyber Monday, who are you shopping for today?
Your options: the kids, your family, significant other, or myself.
There you go. We want you to weigh in on our X account. Scan the QR code on your screen with your smartphone to get there right now. Submit your answers. Don't forget to comment below. We'll have the results from that coming up in the next hour, at the end of this hour, I should say.
And speaking of Cyber Monday, if you're getting ready to jump online and look for some toys, well, we've got an expert to tell you just where to look for the toys you're trying to get.
Yeah, absolutely. He is the toy guy himself. That is Chris Byrne. Good to see you. Thank you so much. I'm sure this is a very, very busy day, so we appreciate that you're squeezing us in. And you brought a really cool display with you, too, there.
I did. I brought some of the great toys you can find. And for Rochester, we got a little bit of summer in the wintertime. We got Lego Friends Heart Lake City Water Park from Lego Group. 814 pieces, mini dolls, micro dolls, all kinds of great ways to build and play. If you're a Lego insider, you get great deals at lego.com and in the Lego stores. And then a new holiday tradition, Crayola light-ups. These are figures that you can draw on with remarkable markers, turn out the lights, and they glow in the dark. And if you want to change them, wipe them off and start again. My brothers and I drew on light bulbs when we were kids. This is a lot better. Those are about $9.99. And then compounds continue to be really hot. This is the Play-Doh Retro Diner. It's got 8 different varieties of goo, butter, foam, all kinds of different things, tactile, fun to play, $14.99 for ages 4 and up.
You know what I find really interesting about what you've shown so far and actually makes me very happy is that none of those items include a device that I'm sitting in front of and staring at.
Exactly, and that's one of the big trends we've seen this year because kids in Gen Alpha, they've grown up with cell phones, and now you go, wow, a toy! It's like a novelty to them.
Yeah.
The other thing we've been talking about are games, which are so important for families at this time of year. This is one that we've had a blast with, very competitive in my family. Upsell from Educational Insight. It's a shape stacking game. The goal is to be the first to get rid of all of your pieces, but there's all kinds of different ways to play and puzzle it out. It's different every time you play. And then Blank Slate from the Op Games, it's kind of like the match game. So we picked the word egg, and we asked everybody in the studio to give an answer to egg, sandwich, head, harbor. And it's really not about matching. If you match, you win. But it's not about matching so much as it is about the conversations that you begin to have around the table. And say, why did you pick that? Or we're the same kind of thing. Really cool. Also, kidults. These are the adult collectors, and these are big. So toys that appeal to lots of ages are really hot. This is the Biddyverse from Funko. For ages 3 and up, we've got rides, we've got towns, we've got the display. You can see how itty-bitty these Funko figures are. This is the Harry Potter set. It's about $30 for the display. And then just launched into the Toy Hall of Fame. Shout out to Rochester for the Strong Museum. This is the Transformers 1 Power Flip Optimus Prime. You flip him, and that's how he transforms. Transformers were just put into the Hall of Fame. If you haven't been to the Strong Museum, it is a blast. It's right in your neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a fantastic place. We actually are there, I would say, pretty frequently.
Yeah, because they always have new stuff going on. And,
yes.
you know, it features some of the favorites that we grew up with and other generations have grown to love. Hey, this is kind of off topic, but I want to know how you get to become the toy guy, because that seems like a really fun job.
Well, you know, I've been working in this business for so long. I started as a copywriter. My job was to name toys. I then went on into PR, into marketing, consulting, and writing. But I got the name from Chuck Woolery, who was trying to read a cue card on a show he was hosting. He couldn't see it. He couldn't see my name, so he just called me the toy guy. He thought it was funny, did it a couple of times, and then I trademarked it.
It's stuck. There you go. Hey, in your experience, I'm wondering if you can just take us back maybe a couple of decades and just talk about the evolution that you have seen.
Oh, well, it's been amazing. You know, childhood play in child development does not change that much. The toys, however, do, and the toys always reflect the culture. I always think it's amazing to look at Barbie, right? Barbie in 1959 looks nothing like Barbie in 2024, but she still represented the hopes and dreams and aspirations of children, Barbie players during that time. So as technology's evolved, it's gotten less expensive. Simon, I think in 1974, was the first game with a computer chip in it. Now everybody's got a computer in their pocket. So it's really, but it's still the same thing. It's still about connecting and playing and finding that way in for the imagination.
It really is, it makes you feel like a kid again, for sure.
Yeah.
I hope so. Don't grow up.
Is that not the truth? That's not the truth. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Happy holidays.
Hey,
Thank
to
you. Same
too,
to you.
Sir. Time right now is 9:07. Much more to get to here on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we are previewing OFC Creations' upcoming musical that's premiering this week. We'll be joined by the cast.
And don't forget, if you're heading out, you can take us on the go. We are streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel.
You played Aladdin on Broadway.
I did.
Very good.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah, we might as well do press for Aladdin with an Aladdin and she was Jasmine on tour.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes,
Were you guys
we have
ever
that
in the
here.
same company?
No, we weren't. Yeah, now we are.
Welcome back. 9/11 this Monday morning. From Egypt to Broadway to Brighton. OFC Creations continues its Broadway and Brighton series this month with The Prince of Egypt.
Yep, and two of the stars are with us this morning. We have Jacob Dickey, who's playing Moses. You may also know him from playing Aladdin on Broadway.
Yeah, and joining the cast too is Senzel Amadi, who was just in the touring company of Aladdin. Thank you both so much for waking up bright and early and coming in.
Oh, thank you.
We really appreciate it. We know theater people's hours are not typically on the first half of the day.
No, they are not, and
So
rightfully
we
so.
do appreciate it. Thanks so much, and let's talk about this show. For anyone who's unfamiliar with The Prince of Egypt, the storyline, can you give us a breakdown, give us some background?
Sure. The Prince of Egypt is the story of Moses. A lot of people may know it. It is a biblical story, but it follows his journey from realizing he is not an Egyptian prince to he's a Hebrew, and it's a pretty epic tale. It spans a few decades, following him freeing the Hebrews from Egypt.
And what does it mean to you both being in this musical?
I mean, I grew up with the movie. It is based on the animated film. And so I grew up with the music and the characters, and I used to sing the songs as a little boy in my living room.
That's so sweet.
When it came to the stage, it was really exciting, the idea of playing this role, and now I get to do it, which is so cool.
So this is something that the entire family will love. This is one of the productions that you bring out everybody for.
Oh yeah, I mean, same with me. I used to watch the movie as a kid, and I know it's an older movie, so the kids of this generation aren't really familiar with it, but I think it's a great way for adults to kind of reminisce on a movie that they're familiar with and also introduce their kids to a story that we all know and love.
Yeah.
And this is not the first time either of you have done Disney shows.
No, it is not. It is not. This is technically a Universal show.
Oh, forgive me.
But it is. I know. I have to. Oh, it's Universal.
Okay. I was
But
wrong.
it does. It's in the same time.
yeah.
It's the same. It was in
It's very
the peak of
similar.
Disney animated films. But no, we have both been very familiar with the animated to stage pipeline.
Yes.
Do you want to expand on that? Can we?
Sure.
Let's talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, sure. I just recently played Jasmine on the national tour of Aladdin, and I was in Rochester at the Auditorium Theater. So if you saw me in spring of 2023, I was your Jasmine.
Well, see, that's all the more reason to come out, and you were Aladdin.
I was Aladdin. I joined the Broadway cast in 2017, and then I did it on tour for a little bit, and it's been a huge part of my life for a long time.
What is it like touring or having that the gig on Broadway? I imagine that every day is kind of the same, but also kind of different too.
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing with shows like Aladdin, from my experience, is you just get to have fun. It's such like a joyous show. It's similar to this. Like the cast is so wonderful and warm, and so you're kind of just playing with your friends every day. You are doing the same thing, but there's something always different because you're able to play on stage in ways that maybe even the audience isn't seeing, but it does affect the energy.
Yeah, and even on tour, it's very different because even though you're doing the same show every night, it's a different city every single week. And so the audience reactions are different and things like that. And so it always keeps the show on its toes.
That energy you get to play on
Oh,
is
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about something that is kind of in the zeitgeist right now, singing in theaters. I'm sure you've heard of stuff going on in movie theaters where people are singing to musicals. What is our take? Listen, there's going to be kids that are going to be in the audience, the little ones. Are they allowed to sing along?
I mean,
If little kids started singing All I Ever Wanted with me, I would love it. I honestly would. I mean, it's a feeling of, having done Aladdin for a long time,
yeah.
there is a lot
Always.
of that. There's little Jasmines and little Aladdins in the audience, and I think it's just so cool. Also, their voices are so small, so you can't really hear too much of it.
No.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. That's fair.
Thank you both so much for coming in today. We appreciate it, and it's so great to have you in the area. For those who want to come see the show, what do they need to know? When and where are you going to be?
We will be at OFC Creations. It's in Brighton, and we're running from December 5th to the 29th. Tickets are online. They're on sale now.
That's a pretty long time to be here in Rochester. Is there anything on your list? Anything you want to do while you're here?
I would love suggestions. I've just been in rehearsal mode, so.
You have to do a garbage plate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one thing I've been told is a garbage plate.
Gotta do a garbage plate.
Yeah. It's a journey for sure.
It is. It is.
Okay, great.
Maybe save that for a day you don't have a performance the following day. An off day. Thank you again so much. We'll post all of this information and much more on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning.
Stick around. We have much more to get to here on Arc Rochester. We're back after this. Hi, Steph. Could you give us a
Hi.
mic check?
Do they not have a light on in there?
No.
Tom, can you turn that light on?
Thank you, Tom. Oh, that's on. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can't really hear myself, so.
Welcome back to Arc Rochester as we go behind the story with one of the top stories we're following this morning.
Yeah, more political news for you this Monday. President-elect Donald Trump continues to fill in his cabinet all ahead of his inauguration next month.
His latest picks include more people from his inner circle, and Stephanie Joseph is live for us this morning, breaking down what we know so far. She is in the newsroom. Steph, let's get an update.
Yeah, so this weekend, Trump announced several new nominees. One of them, a Florida sheriff named Chad Chronister, to lead the Drug Enforcement Administration. Another name in the headlines, attorney Kash Patel, who's been selected to serve as FBI director. He also chose the fathers-in-law of his daughters, Tiffany and Ivanka Trump, to serve in his administration. Massad Boulos is set to be his senior advisor on Arab and Middle Eastern affairs. Charles Kushner will be the next U.S. ambassador to France. Now, these picks will still need to go through the Senate for approval.
Now, Steph, I know Kash Patel, the name may sound familiar to some of our viewers, but I also know that he was recently did an interview and he already has plans ahead of confirmation, correct? He says he's already said what he wants to get done.
Yes, that is true. And in the sound that we're about to play in just a second, you'll kind of hear him pushing a political conspiracy about the deep state. Let's actually hear from him right here.
I'd shut down the FBI Hoover building on day one and reopening the next day as a museum of the deep state. And I'd take the 7,000 employees that work in that building and send them across America to chase down criminals. Go be cops.
Obviously, that is a reflection of sort of an overhaul or this notion of small government that is similar to what the Trump administration is looking to achieve.
And Steph, what can you tell us about the current FBI director? And then just piggybacking off that, what's going to happen to him once Trump takes office?
Yeah, so Trump actually had nominated him back in 2017, I believe, after he had fired then FBI Director James Comey. And right now he is serving a 10-year term, so there's 3 years left on that 10-year term. So in order for Trump to sort of make room for this new pick, he would either have to fire Wray or have him resign.
Well, I mean, there's still a bit of time before the inauguration on the 21st of January, and I'm sure we will see a lot of this play out during those confirmation hearings.
Yeah, Steph, thank you for the update. We appreciate it, and we'll continue to keep our eye on the cabinet picks for President-elect Donald Trump.
Certainly will. Hey, stick around. We've got more to come this morning right here on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this.
Good Monday morning. Welcome back to Arc Rochester. Thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Dan Schrack.
I'm Abby Fridman. We still have a lot to get to coming up this next half hour, but first we're going to go down the rabbit hole.
Why don't we?
Interesting.
Oh, okay. That's what it looks like. Huh.
I feel like okay.
We were talking about it during break. We didn't know what this was going to look like or what we would get. I don't know.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, we can talk about it. As we all know, today is Cyber Monday, and if you're doing some shopping today, you're probably looking for some common items. Game consoles, TVs, clothes, stuff like that.
Okay, but how about some of the offbeat items that you never really thought you needed but are on sale today? Well, we've got you covered.
We do have you covered, so we're going to dive into some of the most random items that you can find this Cyber Monday and the product descriptions taken directly from their Amazon listing.
All right, here we go. Up first, we have the SwitchBot Smart Switch Button Pusher. Say that 5 times fast, Dan.
I know, right? The SwitchBot bot, yes, that's correct, works well with just about any rocker switches and one-way buttons. They enhance the intelligence of your coffee machines, air conditioners, even your garage doors with this Bluetooth FingerBot. You can get it today for 30% off. Total price $20.30.
I just don't really understand why it's needed. But I mean, you know me. I don't like clutter. I don't like junk. You know?
I get it. And I feel like, okay, this is maybe neat, but I'd be afraid I would get it at home and that little finger part wouldn't be strong enough to push the buttons.
Yeah, I could see that. Also, the heat just started working in your house, which was good. Good for you. I'm happy about that. You definitely had nothing to do with it. Let's move on. This is something I own, and I'm kind of bitter that it's on the list. The car cleaning gel putty kit. It cleans the air vents, the steering wheel, the console panel, the storage bins, the cup holders, and the door handles. I have this. It works great.
You have this?
Yeah, I bought it last Christmas.
Oh, okay. So how do you reuse it?
I don't know. It like cleans itself.
I'm sorry. Let me ask that again. How do you reuse it?
It
doesn't
back
clean
in the
itself.
jar. I don't know. It like absorbs whatever.
That's
okay. Hold on.
But
you
wait,
know me.
then I feel like we're spreading around.
I don't know how it works, Dan. I don't.
Okay.
You know how I am with germs and dirt and
For
gross
$5.59 though. I mean, why not?
I'm not talking like big crumbs. Like you're not like scooping up like cracker crumbs.
It's just getting like the dust.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on board.
Okay.
I'm on board.
Okay.
Up next, we have an Automatone Japanese electronic musical instrument. It's one of Japan's most loved musical instruments. It's a portable synthesizer toy with more than 30 designs, sold globally and enjoyed by all ages.
He's got a cute little face.
Well, who?
The Automatone. There he is.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Touch or slide your fingers along the stem to vary the pitch. 17% off. Some of these descriptions, their choice of words, borderline inappropriate.
Okay.
Oh, we get to see it in action. Play it. What a way to my heart.
He's got a cute little face. I love that.
Okay, so you squeeze his cheeks to change the tone.
Yeah. You know what? This would be like, you're looking for gift ideas for, that's a fun little thing.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet that would drive some people totally nuts. So I might put that in the list.
Okay, we'll move on now. Saucemoto dip clip.
Huh?
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the description. Say bye-bye to ketchupless fries. This genius 5-in-1 sauce aperture can securely fit the 4 most commonly used sizes and shapes of sauce containers. Not all heroes wear capes. Now's your time to impress the sauce lovers in your life.
No. You buy those things with the intention of eating in your car. No.
Well, you're gonna make one sharp turn. It's gonna go flying.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
You're gonna have sauce
23% off today for only $9.99. That is junk, and I will tell you, don't buy stuff like that.
All right, here we have a toaster lamp. Let's see if we can pull this up.
What?
It's shaped like a toaster.
Oh, it's a lamp, though.
Yeah, it's
right.
retro style, high grade quality. It's got a soothing light. I'm sorry, a soothing glow, a sweet light. And it can also be used as a night light, an end table lamp, or an ambience lamp, blending naturally with your furniture and decor. Again, this is directly from the product descriptions.
Okay, but this useful because it's a light.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, and listen, if you've got an addiction to carbs, I mean, you could hang this.
Listen, you were the one that wanted the 24 days of jams and jellies.
I want the 24 days of bagels too. It's kind of cute. But
cute.
Listen, can we talk about this photoshopping? This is terrible photoshopping. There is no way that lamp is actually on that table. Come on.
Yeah, not
Put a little
great.
effort in. Use an AI to help you.
I think that's maybe what it was, if I had to take a guess.
Is that why
Yes.
that we've got
I
2,
think.
4, that table has 6 legs, but it really only has 4?
Listen, I don't know. But I don't think a person did that. I
Yeah,
think a
you're
person would
probably right.
probably maybe get fired for that.
Cute, small nightlight. What?
Does it heal?
Yeah, bread. Up next, we have men's and women's shark slides.
Oh, those are kind of fun.
Okay.
Okay, feel good support for your feet. High density premium EVA material, which has excellent flexibility and durability.
What is EVA material?
I don't know, but the sharks are super cute.
The sharks are cute. They're lightweight, they're soft, they're non-slip soles. They allow you to walk smoothly, whether in the bathroom or outdoors on a slippery road. They're on Sleigh 46. I'm sorry, Ashley, I had to. Ashley wrote sleigh instead of sail, so I just had to do it. 46%.
Almost half off, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 20 bucks.
Yeah, 20. Listen, if your kid likes sharks or they're just cute and they need a new pair of house
Shower
slippers or something,
shoes yeah.
Great.
Super cute.
Go for it.
All right, this one.
This has got your name all over it.
Does it? The emotional pickle plush.
Mm-hmm.
Crocheted by hand. It serves as an emotional doll with an encouraging message card, sure to bring a smile to your loved ones' faces. Well, you know me. If I'm not loving, I'm nothing, I suppose.
Well, the little note says, emotional pickle, I will always be around to let you know that you are a big deal.
Why did this remind you of me?
Because you were just talking about maybe this morning I'm going to have some pickles.
Oh, I did. I bought them. I didn't eat them. But
Oh,
yes.
you did buy it?
Yeah, I did.
In fact, we have pickles in the vending machine. Perfect companion. Look at that. Keep it at your desk when you're stressed, anxious, sad, nervous. Friend is guaranteed to come. Listen, if we're stressed at work and our boss comes over to talk to us and finds us just... I'm not even going to say it. Not going to say it. Nicolas Cage's pillow cover is item number 8.
Oh my God. It's a handmade, swiftable sequin. Yep, there we go.
Up and
there he
down.
is. This flip technology makes it easy to play, write, and design your sequin pillow. You stroke the face, and you can get a different color, a different picture. It's just like magic.
Do you feel the stubble?
He looks horrified, though, which I think is just
appropriate.
Even funnier.
Yeah, because he's thinking to himself, why am I on a pillow in this random person's
Have you
house?
seen, going back to kind of what we were just talking about, have you seen on Etsy, they have the Pickleous Cage, and it's a magnet.
No.
And it's a pickle, but it has Nick Cage's face.
People are creative.
They are.
People are funny. Yeah. Well, the pillow, $11.19. That's a bargain.
For Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
That's true.
Go for it, Nick Cage fans. Up next, we have the Dog Paw Socks. They are mid-shin high socks that feature realistic printing all around, including the sole that mimics your favorite furry animal.
Yeah, it's going to make your feet look like animal paws.
Oh, I thought they were for your dog.
No, they're for you. So you can look like your dog. Funny, fashionable, fun for everyone.
30% off for only $4.19.
This one grosses me out. I don't think I can look at this.
Not
this
No,
next one,
okay.
this upcoming one.
Ready? Number 10 is the Fake Belly Fanny Pack. It has a spacious compartment and decent zip. Oh, come on. Decent zipper. The waist is adjustable and comfortable. It's a men's belly waist pack bag, a lovely bag full of personality. So fresh and unique.
Good for one of those. Oh my gosh, look at them all. Okay, that's a bad photo job too.
Yeah,
Photoshop.
that's terrible. Come on.
And what are we holding? We've got a ukulele. We've got a trophy. We've got a guitar. What are we doing here?
They're not sure.
We're not sure
well,
either.
And some of those faces are not even their real faces. This is AI as well. The one on the left?
That lady.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, look at her. Her face is totally fake. That's not a real person.
That's not a real person.
We do need to point this part out one more time. Here we go. Okay. The waist is adjustable and comfortable. Men's belly waist pack bag, a lovely bag of full personality. So fresh and unique.
And that was the exact description from the website.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Perfect gag gift. 20% off today.
$7.99.
Bargain price of $7.99.
Listen, if they had real or fake actual hair coming off of it, then maybe. But it's printed on hair, so you're gonna walk around and people are gonna be like, that doesn't even look real.
From a distance. Like if you were walking down the beach, wherever they are. Ew.
I feel like he ought to get that rash checked out. Don't go anywhere. We've got so much more to come this morning here on ARC Rochester.
So much more. And hey, don't forget, take us wherever you are. Take us with you. Stream us on the 13 Wham YouTube channel. A big shout out to the one person that's watching right now.
We're back after this.
Good. Just checking.
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A little louder. You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Beautiful. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
.940 on this Monday morning. It would not be the holiday season without the Nutcracker, and the New York State Ballet, based right here in Rochester, is getting ready for its annual production.
We are very excited. They've got the costumes, the choreography, and a live orchestra, which you can see at an affordable price at Roberts Wesleyan next weekend.
Yeah, with us this morning we have Mackenzie Kenyon, Killian Beck, and Amelia Glocker. Good morning, all three of you. Thank you so much for coming in, and you look lovely.
Thank
you. You guys must be getting excited. The show is coming up really quick here. For those who are maybe unfamiliar with the Nutcracker, I know it sounds silly, but give us a little overview.
All right. Do you want to start because you're in the party dress?
Oh, sure. So, Clara, which is me, starts out at her parents' house and invites all of her friends over for a little party. And then the weird Uncle Drosselmeyer comes on out and he freezes everyone and then wakes them up and gives all gifts out. And then Clara says goodbye to all her friends and goes to bed. And then would you?
And after she goes to bed, she wakes up and she's surrounded by a lot of rats. And she's very scared. So she goes to her Nutcracker for some safety. But then her Nutcracker is stolen in a battle with the Rat King. And after, she finds her Nutcracker fallen. But then he wakes up and they are taken to the land of the snow.
And then after the land of the snow, they come to my kingdom, which is the land of the Sugar Plum Fairy, the land of the sweets. And all of the different countries have their different sweets that they perform for Clara as kind of a congratulations for making it through the battle with the Rat King. Then she goes home, goes to bed, and wakes up, and was it a dream? Did it really happen? Who knows?
Yeah.
It's nothing if not adventurous
Yes.
for an audience to see. But you mix in the music and you mix in the dance and the performance, and it's truly magical. It really is. If you have struggled to get into the holiday spirit, watch the Nutcracker.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It is
right?
the magic of the season.
Yes. For all of you, I guess, is this something that you always wanted to perform? Is it your first time performing? I know for you it's not.
Yeah. I've been a student here at the New York State Ballet Training Academy for 10 years now, and this is my 8th Nutcracker. And it's definitely such a wonderful experience for both the people producing it and the audience.
I did Nutcracker starting in 2009, so a very long time now. I can't even do that math. I've done it here, I've done it with New York State Ballet, Rochester City Ballet, also in Nashville with Nashville Ballet. Now I'm back here doing Sugar Plum Fairy, which is honestly a dream come true for me.
And for you, is this your first Nutcracker?
No, this is my 5th Nutcracker. I've been with New York State Ballet for 5 years, but I've danced my whole life around like the city and town. And my favorite thing probably is like seeing everyone's faces after the show and like working with the company like Mackenzie.
Sure.
So.
Well, let me ask you, 8 times, 5 times since 2009. Every year you get up there, and I imagine you're probably taking on a different role at different times. But how do you make the show fresh and new for yourself? Because I've danced this show for the past 8 years. What makes tonight's performance so special? How do you change it up for yourself?
Yeah. Well, I definitely like to think of bringing a new energy for each audience, because every year we'll definitely have people who come again, but every time that we have a new audience member, I like to try to just bring more energy every show.
It might be someone's first Nutcracker ever, and you don't want to give them stale energy just because it's your 500th. Like, it's a magical experience for them, so you have to make sure to make it a magical experience.
So are you feeding off of the energy that they're putting out there to make the best show possible?
Yes.
It's really incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And how about for you?
Well, like Mackenzie said, it's really just like based off the energy of the crowd and really just like, I don't know how to word it, but like looking out at the crowd and like, you know, just having them smile and like bring them into the whole story with us, because it's not just us there. We want everyone to enjoy the story and know what's going on.
This is gonna sound silly, but do you guys ever get a little bit of stage fright when you're up there? These are big parts that you're playing.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be very nervous before you go on, but the second that you step on stage, it's just such a magical experience seeing the whole happy audience. But
Well, and nobody out in that audience is cramming their shoes or their foot into a point shoe. They can't get up there and do that, right? That's right. For somebody sitting at home who says, okay, I'm sold, I need to now go see the Nutcracker, when, where, and how do they get tickets?
All right, it is going to be at Roberts Wesleyan University from December 12th to December 15th. Tickets start at $25. They're on NewYorkStateBallet.org. The Thursday and Friday show is going to be at 6 p.m. and the Saturday and Sunday show is going to be at 2 p.m.
Very good. Thank you all so much for coming in today. We appreciate it. Break a leg, and we'll put all the ticketing information that you need to know over on FoxRochester.com.
Hey, and don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're getting a look at what's trending now.
Arc Rochester is back right after this.
Time to see what's trending now here on Arc Rochester. We're going to jump right into some of the stories that have people talking this Monday.
Yeah, let's kick things off this morning with a new way to show your love for the restaurant Chili's.
Okay. The chain restaurant releasing a Triple Dipper Dream Collection. Oh, it's bedding. Oh,
there we go.
bedding and
Anniversary
sleep.
gift.
Yes, there you go. Cotton. Would he like this?
No.
Second wedding anniversary. Would you
No.
put this on your bed?
No.
No? Not
doesn't
even
match
like
the
this.
aesthetic.
Not even like the spare bedroom.
No.
No?
No.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. The gift set includes a pillow covers rather, inspired by the Nashville Hot Mott's sticks, chicken crispers, and Big Mouth Bites.
Okay, there's also a Chili's basket liner. It's a themed queen-sized fitted sheet and a flat sheet. It also has a Chili's basket bed skirt.
Add-ons are available if that's not enough for you.
me.
A Big Mouth Bites eye mask and Honey Chipotle Chicken Crisper socks. You can buy those too.
I'll tell you what, it's available on the website for $85. The chain created this after their Triple Dipper became a very big trend on social media in the past couple of months. If this was KFC, they would make it smell
Oh,
like
of
chicken,
course.
because KFC has been doing that so often.
Yes, everything is scratch and sniff or flavored or scented. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Okay, can you listen, there's people out there that would love for their pillowcases to be smelling like the I don't know, what's in this basket? The chicken dipper?
Mozzarella sticks.
Sure.
Can you imagine if I came to work and I just reeked like a mozzarella stick and I was like, oh, sorry, it's my pillow.
It's my bed head. That's
You'd be
disgusting.
like, go home and shower.
That's
disgusting.
gross.
Yeah.
That's gross.
But you know what? The vibe is nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I like. I like the bed skirt. That's a nice red.
Yeah.
That's a very nice burnt orange.
Sure.
That's about it. So, like,
Okay, well, here's something else I like. Real people. This is not an AI image.
Yep. He's got socks on. Chili's
So does she.
socks. I know. I didn't see her feet. They don't look thrilled to be there, though.
Well, no, you have to look sexy in the bedroom with the new bed set. Look at my
Please stop.
Please
stop.
Look at how much string cheese we have. I don't know.
We're gonna be fired. Let's move along to another holiday offering. A time to plan a road trip to Krispy Kreme because they have released some Grinch-inspired donuts.
Okay, I'm on board for this. It's the new Merry Grinchmas donut collection. They launched 3 new donut flavors. They include the Grinch donut, which is the iconic green grouch filled with cookies. Wait, did I screw something up there?
Okay. It's the
the
iconic
green grouch filled with cookies and cream dipped in a Grinch green icing.
Okay, they also have the Grinchy Claus, the original glazed donut dipped in chocolate icing and topped with frosting and confetti dots.
And then you have the Cindy Lou Who Mary Berry. It's the original glazed variety with strawberry icing decorated with a Christmas tree and star.
The popular Santa Belly donut is back as well. That's the custard cream-filled treat dipped in icing with a chocolate Santa belt, not to be confused with the belly fanny pack that we showed you 20 minutes ago.
Yes, neither has real hair. The closest Krispy Kreme to us here in Rochester is either Erie, PA or Clarks Summit, PA. I'm all about this. Go for it.
Yeah?
Go hog wild.
Why not?
Listen, if I could eat those, I'd be eating every one of those because they all look good. The chocolate one, not doing it for me. And you know what it is? It's the white streak there at the bottom. I can't do it.
That's what's grossing you out?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. The Grinch is a little freaky to me.
Which is...
I don't know.
All right, another
just don't
story.
like it.
Another holiday story. While this time of year is the states are joyful.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, listen, people, it's a Monday. Go back, Tom. Can we start this one over?
Scroll it up. Thank
There we
you.
go.
Perfect.
Take it.
Let's move on to another kind of holiday story. Well, this time of year, in the States, it's joyful and bright.
Oh, in
Europe, it's a much different story.
This week, many European countries are celebrating Krampus. This is your holiday, too.
It is. I love Krampus.
Because it's frightening, is what it is.
Well, yeah.
A mythical creature described as a half-man, half-goat demon whose legend has been around since pagan times.
Yeah, so here's how the legend goes. Krampus roamed the Alps with his army of ill-tempered elves, causing overall mayhem. The elves took particular delight in whipping some lazy folks, unruly youngsters, and drunks, and sometimes even abducting the bad ones.
What?
Yeah.
So parents scared disobedient children into good behavior by warning them that Krampus was coming for them.
This week, many countries are taking part in their Krampus
look at
celebrations.
that.
I know.
That is a frightening picture.
So one famous one is in Austria. It is called the Krampus Run. The 2-day festival includes a race, which includes a lot of folks trying to outrun Krampus.
Yeah. Hundreds of people showed up in costume to attend. You're seeing some of it right here on this screen. It's said to draw in just as many people as Oktoberfest in Germany and Mardi Gras in New Orleans.
Yeah, so the festival is running December 5th and 6th. All different kind of events and special attractions that go along with that. I gotta tell you, real quick, I know I'm being told to wrap it up. So many people have sent me this online, and they're like, this looks like you need to go. And I really want to go. Next year for Halloween, I'm going as Krampus.
First video I had to show her when she came in this morning. Stick around, our final thoughts when we come back.
Time for our final thoughts of the morning. Let's get our poll of the day. Earlier, we asked you, since it is Cyber Monday, who are you shopping for today? The options: your kids, your family, your significant other, or yourself. Daniel, the results.
There it is. Family wins. 38%. 32 of you, though, said, I'm not forgetting about me.
And only 6% said significant other.
Oh, boy.
It's bad news for those folks.
Hey, that does it for us here on ARC Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 over on the other channel, 13 Wham ABC.
We'll see you later today for 13 Wham News at midday.